From the top. From the top. From the top. Why, yes. I am folding a beach towel while wearing layers. You want to see what layers I'm wearing today? I like to do this. I like to wear my coat like this, but somebody in my life, I just realized my sweatshirt's on backwards. It's an Illinois sweatshirt. Is that going to bother me? That's probably going to bother me. Going to have to reverse everything. Good morning, Angela. Thank you for joining. And this will give me an opportunity to properly show you exactly what I'm wearing and really kind of tell you a little bit about what's going on with my life the last few days. And granted, it's going to be backwards. Good morning, Jasmine James. But I'm wearing, oh yeah, my cross-country Senior Dad 2024 shirt. Although it's still 2023, and the cross-country season, good morning, Althea, is a fall event, so it's going to be over in 2023. I don't know, they got 2024 on the shirt. Who am I to complain? I didn't design the shirt. I just went to senior night and looked incredibly handsome. Walking down the track, arm in arm with my daughter. She felt a little nervous. Her mom felt a little nervous. It was senior night for her cross-country team on Tuesday night, and we had a nice time. Watched my daughter run a nice, great cross-country race and had a great evening. So anyway, that's what the shirt's all about. This is my Illini sweatshirt that somebody very near and dear to me bought me for Christmas 3 years ago. And at the time I was going, I'm not sure I like it. Maybe it's got too big of a Nike logo or too this or too that. But I'll tell you what, I've gotten very pleased with it over the years. And I'm very pleased with it this morning. And I look incredibly handsome. Although I don't find orange and red going very well together. And this, my North Face coat for when it's a little chillier than I wanted it to be. Normally I like to zipper it up like this, but the same person that bought me this sweatshirt that's so near and dear to my heart is a little bit of a pain in the ass and yells at me all the time. It's very mean to me, so I keep going. I brought some supplies in case I talk long. Good morning, Bianco. I gotta go like this so I can see who's talking to me a little bit better. Good morning, Bianco Banks. My morning has started off greatly. I woke up early. I woke up around 3. Kind of tossed and turned in bed for a little while. Sulked down to the couch. Laid on the couch. Worked on my videos. Thank you for following the creator, Andrea. Worked on a video, posted a fairly insignificant video in the big grand scheme of things, but I go live a lot. Anyway, well, I don't want to do my intro. I go live a lot, and I have to rewatch. I get to rewatch those lives and clip them into smaller videos. And something about watching my lives and editing the content that is my show puts me kind of in a hypnotic, relaxing sort of thing. And I don't know if it's just because it's my voice or because I'm bored because I do it a lot or because the content is average at best. But for any combination of the above, watching my videos and watching me go live and editing them and editing words, I'm adding syllables to my words right now, puts me in a hypnotic trance and I drift back off to sleep, where I drifted back off to sleep till 5 o'clock. Good morning, Sarah. And good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. This is a little show I've done for about 4.5 years. It's a show about me talking and sharing some ups and downs we have in life and kind of the feelings we're going through. And I don't know, sharing a little bit about my morning and sharing a little bit about things and sharing about life and sharing about fun and sharing about hard times and good times and relaxing times and fun times and smiling times and crying times. But for those that have been watching a while, you know, oh yes you do, it's not just a show about me talking. Because if it was, I wouldn't have a coffee mug here that said Coffee with Ken. Why would I need such a mug if it was just a show about me talking? For those that have been watching a while, you know, it is also a show. Splash it on me. I like to raise the pot for effect. I used to be a waiter, and I don't know, sometimes when you wait on tables, sometimes there will be babies in mother's arms. And I've worked at various restaurants. All of them come out with extremely hot plates from time to time, and your thumb gets desensitized to hot temperatures as you're carrying these plates. And sometimes you'll be leaning over a crowded table with arms flailing and people talking and crowded stuff going all around and waiters hustling around and people getting up and going to the washroom or whatever, and just chaos. And you're carrying like a huge hot plate of boiling lasagna, and there'll be a mother holding a baby, and you're going, please God, don't let my thumb give out now. Don't let my thumb give out now. Unfortunately for me, my thumb never gave out. And all those mothers with the little, nurturing their little children are still safe to this day, because God gave me the thumbs up, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, as I was saying, this isn't just a show about me talking. It's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I got a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me, and I'm so excited to take my first sip at this early hour. My only hope is that wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Oh, yeah. It's been a while. My morning's been chaotic. Oh, wait, my mornings often are chaotic. And this morning I considered, where am I going to do my show? Should I do it here at home on the patio? A couple days in a row, I did it a little earlier and was inside our sunroom and did my Coffee with Ken there. Yesterday morning, somebody very significant in my life said, oh, you should go to downtown Naperville and film your show there. It's so pretty in downtown Naperville. Your show is so much more entertaining. So, despite my wish just to relax and enjoy my coffee at home with my loved ones, I got all bundled up and I rode my scooter down to downtown Naperville. I fought traffic. I ordered a cup of coffee at Starbucks, invested $3 in the experience, trudged to the Riverwalk, found the perfect spot, and did my show there. And I hope for those that watched it yesterday, you got some extra value. But I realized this morning, as I was going through the same thing, that I don't know, it's kind of pretty on my back patio. And I'm probably not going to have anyone walking by like I did yesterday at the Riverwalk. And I had a nice talk with a lady named Irene. I had a little woman come up to me yesterday and look at me, and she had sunglasses on, but I could still get the vibe from her that I knew her. And she looked at me and she goes, how do I know you? Or something like that. And we got to talking. And she had actually worked at a gym I belonged to several years ago in the daycare section. And I have two older girls, Erin and Morgan, that are 17 and 14 now. And I used to take them in and drop them off with this lady. And my daughter, who's 14, was a little baby at the time. And Erin would go sit in with her at the playroom because Erin was a little hesitant and didn't want to, I don't know, necessarily play with the big kids. She thought she was still pretty small, and she probably was, so she kind of sat in there with Morgan as women took care of the babies, and Erin kind of watched. But hey, thank you so much for following the live creator. And somebody said invert the screen so you can read what this says. I'll just tell you what it says. It says Coffee with Ken, which is the name of my show. Hey, thank you so much for following the creator. We've got Latifa and Suwania following the creator. Hello, Latifa Mississippi. 76. I remember 1976. It was a big year. I'm coming at you from Naperville, Illinois. It's a town of about 145,000 people just west of Chicago, Illinois, in the United States of America. And in case Sueña Aroeja, hello, Jack, is from out of country, sometimes we get quite the international audience. Hello in Kenosha. I was just talking to a buddy. I went out with a buddy last night whose son goes to college in Kenosha. And he was talking about the dorm room that his son is in and how small it was. But it had a view of Lake Michigan, and it sounded so pretty to me. I thought Latifa Mzibi might be from far away, and she's from Swaziland. I like to consider myself fairly geographically aware. And honestly, if I had to grab a map or grab a globe and somebody told me to find Swazi, I think I could do a pretty good job. I'm going to guess Swaziland is by South Africa. And that's under the gun. I do not know. But am I right? Carthage. It was Carthage. You're right. Beth is from the Philippines. Beth, you have such a non-Filipino name. It's just Beth. Thank you for following the live creator. I mean, I don't really know what a Filipino name is. You know, I know the last name's probably what they'd sound like. Yesterday, the woman that walked by me on the Riverwalk, I'll bet you was Filipino. And her name was Irene. It is next to South Africa. I was right. So much more fun when I'm right than when I'm wrong. But anyway, thank you guys all for joining from Brazil, from Swaziland, and from the Philippines, and from Kenosha, and from Naperville, and from North Carolina, and from West Virginia, and from downtown Chicago, and wherever you are watching from. Thank you for joining, and one more cheers to us. And when I say one more cheers to us, it's kind of like a drunk sitting at the end of a bar and telling the bartender, I'll have one more. And I used to do it. I'll have one more. Hello from Thailand. I'll have one more, and then one more would be one more, and then one more, and then one more. You should always say, I'll have another one. So you're being honest. So another cheers to us. Plus it sounds more festive. For those that don't know, it's the pumpkin spice. Again, it's my second pot of pumpkin spice. I brought two snacks out here. The other day I was doing my show and it went long. And I had people going, oh, don't hang up, don't go. We're sitting at home, we're staring at our phone, we're lonely, we're bored. Please keep talking, Ken, please keep talking. And my little tummy was burning because I'm drinking a lot of coffee. I'm drinking a lot of coffee. A banana does provide appeal. I'm a teacher getting ready for work now. Christine said how lucky I was to be off work again today. Well, you're right. You are right. Sally Torres is from the Philippines. We've got Beth and Sally. Maybe they know each other. Hello, Angela. You are in a mood. Well, we like people in moods. People that are not in moods. People that are half awake. People that are wide awake. People that are bouncing from the ceilings. And people just kind of hanging out and, spending a little of their day. Wow, how fun. Sally Torres from the Philippines followed the live creator. I'm going to take a little snack now. This banana was a little green when I purchased it yesterday, and it's still a little green. And although I don't love green bananas, I believe it's important to love the one you're with. And if you're with a green banana, and you should dance with the girl you brought to the dance, and I brought this banana to my show, so I'm going to have a little nibble of it. But as you guys know, as my avid viewers know, you must know, fruit doesn't really cover the stomach. And when I say cover the stomach, if you're a coffee drinker like me and you get your day started with a hot cup of coffee and you drink a pot of coffee or half a pot of coffee and you don't have any food bouncing around your tummy can get a little not feeling that well. And when you try and cover it with some fruits like an apple or a grape or a banana, it really doesn't do any good. So you need some more real food, and I also brought a granola bar for that purpose. Sunshine asked, where am I at? I am at Naperville, Illinois. I'm in Naperville, Illinois. And again, I said this a moment ago, but Naperville's a lovely town of 145,000 people, about 35 miles west of Chicago, a top-winning, award-winning city. Saludos from Lima, Peru. Wow. Wow, what an international audience. I'm going to show you a little bit about Naperville. I mean, I'm not really showing you anything about Naperville, but I'm showing you where I'm at. Here's the fire pit we made the other day. Some of the sticks didn't burn, but there's some seats that were crafted. There's a little garden. There is a little creek. It's actually a retention area that runs by our home. And it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous morning. And I don't know if you can see over there, but you see the sun shining through the bushes over there. And it's probably in the 50s out here. And it's a beautiful, beautiful day. And I'm so excited about it. Oh, Christine said I was fortunate to be off work again today. I'd like to address that a little further. I am transitioning, and I think life's transition. Life's transition. And I've been transitioning. I started this show, again, 4.5 years ago. And I was doing a bunch of things, going through a bunch of stuff. And I was a realtor at the time, and I was wrapping up my real estate career. And I left real estate at the beginning of the year, and I kind of transitioned from a guy that thought he was going to be selling real estate the rest of his life into a guy that had no clue what he was going to be doing the rest of his life. But I knew I enjoyed talking to my phone every morning, and it always felt good. And my audience would grow on various social media platforms. But I was going through a lot of personal turmoil. I got a divorce in February. Very painful divorce. Oh, it was very painful. You can't even imagine. And I started working at a Super Target in February. And have been working there, for 7 months. Kind of working full-time. Very entry-level job. And I think when you work at a company like Super Target, if you get on a path of promotion or a path of entry level. And if you start at entry level, you got to invest, I don't want to go into it too far. But I was in a job that really stayed the same for 7 months. And I'm now transitioning to other things and enjoying that. And digging into the social media and digging into content creation and digging into merchandising and various aspects of building a business. Because I always wanted, I realized in the early 2000s, I was working at my dad's printing store who had a Sir Speedy Printing in Villa Park. And he owned it. It was a franchise though. Excuse me. And I was kind of his assistant manager or whatever, managing the store. And I realized I wanted to run a business at that time. And I kind of realized maybe I'm not the world's best employee, but I think I am a really good boss or business owner or leader or what have you. And didn't know what type of business I wanted to get in. Somebody suggested I get into real estate, and fast forward 17 years, I was still doing it. 17 years later, and I did fairly okay, and there were aspects of it I really liked, but there was aspects about it I didn't like so much. Last night I went and visited a buddy's house that he just moved into, and I don't know. I call it blowing sunshine up somebody's ass. I think to be a realtor, you got to be very good at blowing sunshine up somebody's ass. And I was getting the tour of the house, and I just kind of wanted to look at it like a human being and a friend and Ken, and I did. But as a realtor, you got to wear this, oh, I love what you did with the blinds, or I love the paint color you picked, or I love the transom windows above the doorway, or blow sunshine up somebody's butt. And I was never that comfortable doing that. If I guess I'm not that into decorating or not that into homes or not that. I'm a regular guy that likes homes and likes stuff, but I'm not, I just never felt comfortable in that role, and never felt that comfortable in the role. and feel good to be out of it. Feel good to be out of it. And again, I started working in February at Super Target. Never worked in such an employee role. Hello, Albie. Never been such an employee, an hourly employee, a person that was going to do the exact same job day after day after day. And again, I don't think it would have ever been my long-term calling, because no matter how high you move up at Target, you're still an employee. And I just don't think that's what I want to do. And I'd like to run my own business. And I'm going to continue to look for jobs and income sources and revenue streams. But for the meantime, until I find the perfect place or the perfect situation for me, I've got a little business, and it's Coffee with Ken. And I produce content, and I edit videos, and I have a lot of fun with it. And hopefully I occasionally will provide some inspiration or some education, like I knew where Swaziland was. Or, I don't know, maybe a laugh or a chuckle. And because I think we all have reasons that we're here, and we all have purposes in life. And I think I wasn't living the best version of me, or living God's plan for me in the roles I've taken. And that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes we discover our passion, our meaning, or our purpose late in life. And I think I have a few purposes in life, or a few reasons in life, and it's to be a loving father to my beautiful children, and maybe to inspire others. And if I can use Coffee with Ken as a platform for trying your best or moving forward, or striving for great things, or striving for peace, or striving for happiness, or striving for joy, or striving for contentment, that maybe that's my thing. Jerry, aka Midwest Mama, I thought it was your birthday tomorrow. Wait, it's not Jerry's birthday today. It's not Jerry's birthday today. Didn't she say it's tomorrow? Jerry, are you there? It's today. Are you serious? Are you serious? Well, okay, I thought she said it was tomorrow. Well, I know. I'm not sending you a gift, Mama, but I will send you a song. Happy birthday. It's so hard starting that song off. To you, happy birthday. To you, happy birthday, dear Jerry. Happy birthday to you and many more. Jerry, happy birthday to you. You're a long-time watcher. I appreciate it. I like knowing your name. It's funny, we have two Midwest mamas bouncing around right now, but we got only one Midwest mama whose birthday it is today. And I hope you have the most wonderful, wonderful birthday. And I always end it with this, but I think it's important. I hope you're feeling good on your birthday. I hope it's a special day for you. I hope you're loving yourself, and I hope you're forgiving yourself from your screw-ups, because we all have them, and we all deserve to be forgiven. So happy birthday to you, Jerry. Cheers. I almost felt ashamed I didn't have a candle. I like lighting a candle. I also thought Jerry was old school. My sister is ginger. You know what ginger makes us think of? This is a harder granola bar than I thought. I thought I'd take a quick bite and swallow it down. It took some serious, robust chewing. Jerry's sister's name is Ginger, and Ginger makes me think of one of two things. Can you guess what they are? Can you guess what they are? There's two Gingers that come to mind. Well, we're doing a live video. I can't sit and wait for you guys to type the answers, but the two Gingers I can think of are Ginger Rogers, the woman that used to dance with Fred Astaire, and Ginger on Gilligan's Island. Oh yeah, Ginger on Gilligan's Island. Dad's Gerald and Mom's always hollering Jerry. Good thing Dad doesn't hear well. That's funny. Okay, Everlasting Bloom knew where I was going. And everyone asks Ginger or Marianne. And I don't know that I've ever come across anybody that said they're a Ginger woman. Not that there's anything wrong with the name. But Marianne was super hot. I mean, they were both probably pretty hot. But she was, Marianne, for anyone that doesn't know, I would be a great teacher or professor. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for saying that. I don't know. I wonder if I have patience. Somebody suggested, and I don't know where this came from, but there was again, I'm transitioning in life, and I guess, again, life is transition. Looking for things to do and to pass my time and to give me experiences and give me more content for talking on this show. But somebody suggested and found a job. There was a chess, the game chess, like tutor for an elementary school in the area, and suggested that I'd be great at teaching young kids how to play chess. And I looked at him and said, but I don't really know how to play chess that well. I mean, I know how the pieces move. I'm good when I'm playing lesser players. But I'll bet you there's some kids in my area that are like grandmaster chess players. And I'd be there trying to teach them how to strategy and how to play and how to opening series and what they should do in certain situations. And I'd have no clue. I would have no clue. And, yeah, that's my story about that. Wow, thank you so much for following the live creator. I bet chess is a great game. Chess is a great game. Thank you. Chess is a great game, and I love it, but I'm just not that good. I've realized it recently. I used to think I was pretty good. Oh, thank you so much for sending me whatever you sent me there, Ding. Is your name Ding? That kind of reminds me of one of two things. I don't know who knows the show Alice from the late 70s, early 80s. It was called Mel's Diner, or it might have been called Alice, but Alice was a waitress working at Mel's Diner. And there was a woman in it named Vera, and she was kind of spacey and flighty. And Mel, who was kind of a tough, gruff old dude who would, be cooking behind the oven, would be always yelling at the waitresses and would call Vera Dingy. And that reminds me of that. And my little sister, we used to run track, and she was an awesome runner. But she was a little spacey and flighty as well from time to time. And I started calling her Dingy, which may not have been nice. But I don't know. I was her older brother. I don't know. Kiss my grits, yeah. That's what Flo would say. Flo. Kiss my grits. We've got some people with some experience on them that are watching today. You'd have to have some experience. Hello, Lisa. Thank you so much for, I think you followed the host. I so appreciate. We picked up a lot of viewers today, and I'm having so much fun with this. Again, it'll be 2 years in November that I joined TikTok, and have really enjoyed it, and my page grows every day, and my audience grows every day, and again, just have a lot of fun drinking some coffee and sharing a little bit about my morning, and I do it in various locations. And let's get rid of that. When you got a whole pot, and oh yeah, this is a pot. They call it a carafe, but it's not really a carafe. Any coffee lovers out there? Or do you have any coffee lovers in your life? I make huge money selling products on my affiliate marketing, selling products that I believe in on my website. And there's a link tree to my website if you're curious about this watch or the slippers I'm wearing or the coffee pot I'm drinking of. I make huge money slinging merchandise there. Sold many sweatshirts, many t-shirts. Yeah. I'm thinking of retiring soon. Going off to the, Virgin Islands and sitting on a beach, drinking my coffee in some beautiful place. Hello from the Philippines. Thank you so much for following the creator. On a beach, hear the waves crashing. Oh, somebody sent me a good morning, Sandy Shepherd. Aren't you the sweetest thing? You actually sent me a good morning. I didn't know you could do that. Everlasting Blue must have gotten jealous because she sent me a rose, and I appreciate both gifts. You guys are the sweetest thing. But yeah, now I've got a vision of myself on a beach somewhere drinking coffee. I wonder if I'd enjoy coffee on a beach. I bet I would. I bet I would. But I'd miss this fall weather. I don't know. Is it Blanco or Bianco? It's Blanco Banks will be with me soon. You mean retirement? What age did I start balding? What a tough question right off the bat, but I can answer that. I'd say 25, 6, something like that. Oh, I'll tell you what. I couldn't tell you how pleased I am that I threw out my tepid coffee. Oh, it's tepid. It's important to say tepid from time to time. And poured myself a nice hot cup. But 25, so young. Well, yeah, I mean, it was probably 25, 27, something like that. It was in the mid-90s. My hair started thinning. I had blonde hair. I was a stockbroker. It started thinning. And I just went shorter and shorter until one day I shaved it all off. And really haven't looked back. And for anybody out there, and I say this a lot, who's got thinning hair and is looking into Rogaine or comb-overs or toupees or transplants, I say just shave it. A lot of times I'll suggest and they go, oh, well, you have a nice-looking head. Yeah. I think, I don't know. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But I think if you shave it, I don't know, you'll find out. And either way, it's better than thinning hair. Thinning hair is not a good look. Trying to keep something there that God didn't want there any longer. Fighting the tides, fighting erosion, fighting a fight you shouldn't fight. Own it. It's better in life if we kind of roll with what life deals us. And I think for most of my life, I fought it and wanted things to be different. And now that I've kind of accepted things as they are, and again, I'm a work in progress. I'm not fully in tune with this sentiment, but the more I accept things as they are, the easier life goes. And good morning, Dennis. How are you? Cheers to you, Dennis. Oh, we got a spike in viewers. We're up to 51 right now. Isn't this fun? Hello, Ira. If anybody's new to my page, please follow the hosts. I'm having a lot of fun. Hello, Diana. Hello, Shannon from Mississippi. You getting ready for Thanksgiving dinner this year, Shannon? I hope that you are. I'm feeling hungry. Ira followed the live creator. I don't know. We're picking up a good audience today. I might just keep talking as long as people keep following the live creator. I'd like to have 10,000 fans. I was talking... I took on, again, I'm trying to be a little more serious and proactive with Coffee with Ken, whatever Coffee with Ken is. He started going bald, so he just shaved it off. Good for him, Sandy Shepard. Oh, we got a couple people more people following the creator. But anyway, I was talking, I have exactly one employee and several assistants under my employee. I usually call my employee, and I like bossing her around. She doesn't listen very well, and she's got a whole lot of attitude, bad attitude mostly. But she's very skilled, very gifted. When she's focused, she's amazingly focused. And, And I'm fortunate to have her, and she helps me out a ton and helps me with SEO and doing all the business stuff that, honestly, I'm not that good at. And she has an instinct for it and is great at social media and believes in the product that is Coffee with Ken. And I think with her help, I can really grow this into something fun. Do I go live every day? I do go live every day. Always a pleasure to see you. Have a blessed day to you, Mitchell. Yasmin's following the live creator. When I see the name Yasmin, I only think of one thing. Do you know what I'm thinking of when I think of the name Yasmin? Are there any men out there that are probably about my age? But there was a woman named Yasmin Bleeth on Baywatch. Hello from Indonesia. Hello, Tara Jacobs. Thank you so much for joining. And Angela knows. Angela knows. Kristen knows. Yeah, Yasmin Bleeth. It would be tough to be an actress in Hollywood who's really gorgeous, and probably tough as an actor too. But especially, I don't know. I think society can be a little tougher on women, maybe. And I believe Yasmin Bleeth was a gorgeous young actress, and but to maintain that, you have to probably maintain a diet and a physical regimen and a lifestyle that's probably hard to keep as we age. And she's like all of us. We age, we lose our hair, we gain a little weight, but we do our best. And I think she was ridiculed viciously by the tabloids for the transformation that went on in her appearance. And it just would be hard to see pictures of you in a bathing suit and then pictures of you, and obviously the paparazzi or whatever is going to take the worst picture possible, wait for her to happen to eat a potato chip and be putting it in right when her appearance is not looking its best. And yeah, Yasmin was gorgeous. Yeah. Susan's science. Susan loves science. I wonder what science is Susan's favorite. Susan loves science. She sells seashells by the seashore. I wasn't supposed to talk too long today. And I'm not going to talk too long. I have an appointment at 9:10. 9:10 today, and I'm looking forward to getting that done. I need to eat a little breakfast. I need to ride my scooter. I own a Suzuki Bergman 400. I showed it yesterday. It's like a motorcycle, but it's even more fun and even cooler. And it's a perfect day. And I've said that 3 days in a row now. It's probably, now it might be 60 degrees or something. The sky is blue and the sun is shining, and just a perfect day in early fall. And looking forward to taking on my day and enjoying my day. And I taught K through 8th grade biology, chemistry, physics, geology, and astronomy. Awesome, Susan loves science. I bet you are a great teacher. Muna followed the live creator. And yes, Mitchell, I am in the Naperville area. I'm not only in the Naperville area, I'm in Naperville. Well, thank you, Shannon. It's not an interview. It's just a different thing, but I do appreciate it. And again, Shannon, I mean, I'm still pursuing other things. Yeah, but I appreciate that. Cheers to you, Shannon. Shannon's from Mississippi, and I like Shannon because she's been watching me a long time. It's got to be at least a year. She and I had an awesome Thanksgiving last fall. She cooked pumpkin pie. I brought the turkey and the stuffing, basted it just so. It really didn't happen, but that was our joke. I don't know Shannon very well, although we've been joking about her for a year. Shannon doesn't even have a picture of herself on her thing. I wonder why. Who cares? What keeps me going? I mean, I just can't. I don't know what choice I have. That's a good question, Teddy Kizzy. Teddy Kizzy asked, "What keeps me going?" What choice do you have? I'll tell you what. There were times over the last 2 years that I struggled and didn't want to keep going, and said, "God, why are you doing this to me? I'm struggling. I'm hurting. I'm not loving my work. I'm fighting in relationships. Life seems more difficult than I can handle right now." And every time I'd ask God would say, "Well, just keep going." Sometimes I was hoping for better insight than that from God. But sometimes that's the best insight you can get. And you keep going, and you keep getting up, and you keep doing your best, and you keep drinking your coffee, and you keep moving forward. And And when I say doing your best, that's a bunch of different things. But if you strive for being a little bit better, and we can all strive to be a little bit better, it doesn't take a great feat of to save the world. Just a little gesture, a smile, or a kind good morning, or a shake of a veteran's hand, or a holding a door open, or giving a person your seat on the train. Um, and just a bunch of little gestures, all added up during a day, can make a huge difference. Does God ever give you more than you can handle? Well, uh, yeah, I'd say. I'd say, yeah. For some people, God's never given me more than I can handle. But sometimes people get more than they can handle on their plate. And I don't want to dive too deep into it because I'm trying to wrap it up. Uh, yeah. But occasionally that does happen. And it's sad when it does. Mm. But anyway, I'm so excited about my day. Again, it's Thursday morning, and it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. And I got a full pot of coffee here. Um, yeah, you're right about that, Shannon. Uh, but sometimes people break. Sometimes people break. And yeah, sometimes people break. And I guess by definition, that's more than they could handle. And again, I don't want to go down this path too far because I want to wrap it up and I want to eat some breakfast. I'm doing great, Edward Dulé. Thank you so much, Sandy Shepard. Um, well, we got a nice audience today, and I so appreciate you guys for joining and sharing part of your Thursday morning with me. Um, I'm looking forward to my day. I'm looking forward to hopping on my scooter after I eat a little breakfast, chug a little more coffee, give my two little nuggets of love. I got two beautiful little babies in there that I'm looking forward to loving on. And Susan, I'd love if you caught me tomorrow. I post a lot of videos. I have a lot of fun. I think I have a natural positivity or a natural energy or a natural good vibe. And I kind of realized it over the last couple of years as I tried to figure out what I wanted to do. And I always knew people tend to respond well to me. And I guess if I figured if people want to respond well to me, let's give them a lot of me. Let's give them a hell of a lot of me. It's too much for some people, but they don't have to watch. And I so appreciate those that do join and do care to tune in every day. And again, I go live most mornings, and I'll pop on during the day at occasional times as well. And again, I have a lot of fun with it. So please follow my page. Follow me on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook. I post some more personal things on Instagram from time to time. You get pictures of my kids and pictures of bags of coffee. Maybe things you don't even slightly care about, but that's okay too. But I so appreciate you guys joining, sharing part of your Thursday with me, and sharing a cup of coffee. And I hope you had a wonderful night's sleep. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you are loving yourself. Another sip of coffee. I hope you're forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.